Not everything you're sharing on social media has to be new. Let's discuss how resharing content from the past is beneficial for keeping your social accounts updated with useful and relevant information. Republishing content is the act of sharing something on your social media channels that you've previously shared there. At first, this sounds counterintuitive. I mean, why would you share the same material again and again on social media? Isn't it annoying and a major social media mistake? Well, if you aimlessly share the same exact post with the same exact information one after the other on the same channel, then yes, this is annoying and irritating for your audience. The right approach to republishing involves sharing content you have shared before, but mixed in with your other content. They might be new, from customers, or another source. Content that's worth republishing must be evergreen in order for it to make sense to share again. Now, evergreen here means that a piece of content isn't timely and doesn't expire. The information included is relevant for a long period of time. An article about the presidential election is timely content and likely wouldn't make sense to share again in the future, while a how-to video on making lasagna is more evergreen, as the information provided will still be useful months and years later. Republishing content repeatedly on social media is beneficial because it drives more traffic to what you are sharing. Due to the nature of social media, most of your audience won't see what's been shared unless you pay for it to be promoted. By republishing, you are improving the likelihood that members of your audience that probably missed the original post the first time will see your content the second or the third time. Your audience is likely active across multiple time zones, so repeatedly republishing each social post will ensure more of your audience sees what you're sharing. Now, to republish without being a nuisance, reframe what you're sharing. You never want to share the same exact post word for word a second or third time, but instead alter aspects of what you're sharing each time to alter the way the post is packaged. For example, maybe you originally shared a link to an article on healthy eating habits on Twitter with copying including the headline and a relevant hashtag. When republishing on Twitter, share the same article, but this time include an image from the article within the tweet and replace the copy included to call out one of the tips the article suggests. In the end, you're sharing the same piece of content, but reframing how it is presented when resharing it. You might do this across social channels as well, by sharing content one way on Facebook, but then altering how it's packaged significantly when shared on LinkedIn. What's important when republishing is to space out the time in which you're sharing the same content again, even if it is reframed. Don't publish the same piece of content back to back, but instead publish one post at 12 p.m. on Tuesday, then reshare it again on the next day at 8:30 p.m. in between a couple of other posts. Republishing content is a part of your greater mix of posts you're sharing, keeps the interest of your audience, stretches your limited resources, and drives more awareness to your content. Think of republishing on social media as a second chance for success.